A very interesting paradigm, and these are themes, right, that are prevalent in the market. This is how the market is, and it isn't something that you would hear very often, or you wouldn't hear people talk about it. The first paradigm is that it is a loser's game. Now, what do I mean by a loser's game? And it's very, very important to remember this. Okay, what do I mean by a loser's game? So Simon Remo, who's a rocket scientist, who's actually a rocket scientist, he invented the first intercontinental ballistic missiles in the United States in 1951. He was also a very good tennis player. He looked at tennis and said that, look, this is not one game. This is two games. There is a game of tennis that is played by the professionals, okay, and he called that the winner's game. And what did he mean by the winner's game? That professional tennis players have such good training and such good understanding and such athleticism, and they're physically so fit that they can only win a game by beating their opponent. I mean, they have to play so well, they have to play better than their opponent to win the game, because the standards and the levels are so high. And he called that game the winner's game. But he said there isn't one game of tennis. There are two games of tennis. The other game of tennis is the game of tennis that's played by amateurs, right? And the amateurs play what he called the loser's game. And why is this? Well, he's saying that amateurs don't have the skill sets to master that game. All aspects of their preparation is not enough. I mean, they're not athletic enough. They haven't spent that much of time in training and practicing. Their diet control. You know how professional tennis players would be these days. Every aspect of their life is monitored. So an amateur playing tennis cannot hope to win by becoming better than their opponent, because the levels, or beating the complexities of the game, because the standards are so low. So he said that the players who win the amateur games are actually winning the loser's game. So what is the loser's game? You have to make lesser mistakes. All you need to do is ensure that the ball goes over the net, and you wait for the other person to make the mistake, because the skill sets of the other person, your opponent, is equally inadequate, right? So the person who wins the game is the person who makes the lesser number of mistakes. And many people believe, as do I, that the markets are a loser's game. The person who wins in the stock markets is the person who makes the lesser number of mistakes. And you make the lesser number of mistakes by making the lesser number of decisions. The more decisions you take, the chances of you making mistakes goes up, right? Actually, if you look at it, life is a loser's game. I would say that people who are very happy are those who have made lesser mistakes in life, right? Okay, so that's one paradigm about the markets. It's a loser's game. It's not a winner's game. Don't go there and try to become a hero. Don't try to become Novak Djokovic, because honestly, we don't have the same amount of preparation, the athleticism, the practice, the dedication, the focus, the ambition